All right. I'm just going to keep my eye on this thing, guys, because if I wasn't paying attention, nobody would have a show. Like, the show wouldn't even be going through. And I would be thinking this. I'd be thinking we're good, but we wouldn't be good. I said, so anyway, guys, we need to talk about the Supreme Court Justice. And let's just stay there for a minute. Hopefully, hey, what's up, Judy? What's up, Bruce? What's up, Kanomi? Elizabeth? Jose, what's up, man? So what I was saying was, I don't understand how you could go on in front of the media, right, and say, hey, guys, these Democrats are just trying to scare you. It's all scare tactics. If your guy ran on doing the thing that they're warning everyone about. Like, I don't understand how you can have it both ways. And why aren't they saying that? Why aren't they saying, like Trump said, look, guys, those were his words. Those was his words. You know, I believe a person has to make hard decisions in their lives. I personally, it's none of my damn business what you choose to do, but I would rather you know, not have money or circumstance be a problem with you and your child. But see, I feel that way through your entire life. See what I'm saying? That's just why I mean, we never really had, I don't think we've had this conversation in like forever, right? Right? Like, I don't think we've had this conversation in forever. Okay? So let's just have it, you know? Briefly anyway, let me just say, that's how I feel. I feel like, for instance, my daughter is pregnant right now. My daughter is not married. My daughter stays at home right now. My daughter is 26. My daughter said, now she already has one child. So this will be her second child. So I have a lot of personal feelings about it. Right? Like, damn, what is going on? You know? But that's my daughter. Right? That is my daughter. And I couldn't tell her to marry a guy she didn't want to marry just because she had his child. My granddaughter is 5. My daughter made decisions above 21 what she wanted to do, and she continues to make those decisions. She is now pregnant with a baby number 2. And this is very personal, but I just want to share it because I want you to know how I feel and what's there to hide, man. She was like, I'm going to have this baby, Dad. What do you think? And I'm like, whatever you want to do. Just know that, you know, I love you. I wish you made different decisions, but it's a little late for all that. We're going to love the child. Of course we're going to love the baby. So that's my real life. Now, I don't know what people say on TV about what they support and what they don't support. They got the public face, they got the private face. They got the private face, they got the public face. I'm just telling you, this is like real life. So as much as I want for my daughter in this circumstance, I would rather her not like be in this situation because raising children are tough. I know. I've raised a few. But that's just how I feel. That being said, if she would have chose something else, if she would have made a different choice, I would have supported that too because that's my daughter. She's a grown-ass woman. And only she can decide what's best for she. So that's just me. That's just personal. I don't even know if you need to clap for that, but
do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I hope it makes sense. At least I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. So the fact that there can be somebody to come in and kind of like step in the middle, or that the Supreme Court would take that ability away from people, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with it at all because everyone has to live with who they are and what decisions they make and where, and especially a government that looks at any type of assistance as handouts. You can't have a government that looks at people in situations that are tough as hell and go, well, if you find yourself in this situation, we ain't got nothing for you, but you better not, like, you better keep it, but if we'll help you, what? I don't understand, like, this mentality. I just don't get it. I've never understood it. I could see if it was all one way, like, look, if you had a child, this is what we favor. We'll give you every resource available. We will do everything in our power to help you, because healthy babies mean a healthy society, healthy citizens, healthy families mean a healthy country. Right? Strong family, strong country. Strong family, strong world, right? Strong country, strong world. Like, I mean, if you're going to go that route, then you should kind of like have the actions to go along with it. But somehow they get the Jedi mind trick going, guys. Don't they? They get the Jedi mind trick going like, oh, well, that's just pure lazy to help people. You're teaching them that they shouldn't be self-sufficient. Things happen in life, dumbass. Things happen. Problems arise. People lose jobs. People make mistakes. As in they sleep without protection, or they don't be thinking, or these things happen, that thing happened. And let's not even talk about all the horrible things that can happen without your will, okay? Without even you making a decision. All right? Whether it be a medical situation or even worse, right? Something worse that has happened to you, that someone did to you without your even consent. So we're not even going down that road. But to me, it's just, that's just how I feel. Now, I got off. I just felt like sharing that with you because that's my personal story. And yeah, but it's not even my personal story. It's my daughter's story. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I feel, and that's where I come up on it. So anyway, this guy Kavanaugh, I don't know anything about him, but I know what Trump said his criteria was for a Supreme Court justice. Now, either he was lying then, or these dumbasses that are going on the media are lying now. I like to know which one it is. And it's bad because I hope that he was lying then, and now he'll go back on his word. That's what I would like for him to do. I hope that he did the old switcheroo. You know what I mean? I mean, Democrats do it too. Like, oh, I'll say this and go do the other thing. So hopefully, as much as Trump has been known to bend the truth, and I can hear the Trump supporters, no, he's never lied. He's like George Washington at the apple tree. He could never tell a lie. Yeah, I know, man. I know. So I'm hoping that he is going to go back on his word, not fulfill this campaign promise. He hasn't fulfilled other campaign promises. Maybe it's possible he won't fulfill this one, though he'll try as hard as he could. He tried everything he could to fulfill the promise, but he just couldn't. Okay? That make you feel better? It's the evil deep state. They won't let him do it. Yeah, the evil deep state. Whatever it takes, man, whether it be the deep state, a lightning bolt, a dream he had, I don't care. I just would rather women be left to make that tough-ass decision on their own, or with their mates, with their parents, or whatever they need to do, with their priest or with their gynecologist, or whatever it is. So, guys, let me know if some people post some stuff about Kavanaugh, because I really know nothing about this guy. I was under the impression that Trump might go the other way, and I think it was a lady who was in the running. Her name was Barrett, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of thought he might go that way just because, the Democrats keep saying, the year of the woman. All the media keeps saying this, the year of the woman. Hey, I just want the best year we can have possible. Whoever's best for the job is whoever's best for the job. You know what I mean? and somebody great for the job, but someone, under the current conditions, I don't know. Like the Democratic Party's out of power. And out of power, which I always go back to, is they ran a horrible candidate. That's why they're out of power. And even if they were in power, I have no way to go back and go into an alternate universe to see what the Democrats would do, but I don't think they would I don't think they would nominate a Supreme Court justice that would overturn Roe v. Wade or had any inkling to do so. So that is true. That is true. But you avoid that. You don't avoid it by going, hey, we're putting this gun in your head. You got to vote for this person or you're ruining the country. No, what you do is say, we're going to get you somebody you want to vote for. We're going to get you somebody who didn't just lose in 2008 to a mostly unknown senator with a weird name. No, we're going to get you somebody that you would really love to vote for, that you can feel good about voting for, that won't bring out every there are Republicans. There are people who voted Republican in this election in 2016 who had never voted before, but they hated Hillary so much. I said they hated her so much. See, no one talks about that. I used to talk about that in 2015. I said if Hillary gets this nomination, there are going to be people who are going to climb out of their hospital beds. They're going to be in ICU watching the thing. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. They can barely hear. They can barely, they're just out of it, just no energy, just beep, beep. And someone's going to come tell them, they're going to cut on the TV. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, just in, looks like Hillary Clinton's going to he just clinched the nomination for the Democratic Party. Hillary Clinton just clinched the nomination for the Democratic Party. And they're going to be like, beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. And they climb out of the hospital bed. Beep, beep, beep. And they walk to the polling place to vote against her. There were people with a deep dislike for her. I've been saying it for 3 years. I know. Who's this guy? Who cares, Baldy? Who cares, bald-head guy? Who cares, bald black guy in your little home studio? Who cares? You know nothing. Mitch McConnell knows more. Chuck Schumer knows better than you. Nancy Pelosi knows. And I try to tell them. So what they do is they point at us. They point at us and they say we're the bad guys because we didn't want the guy they gave us, the woman they gave us. They say we're bad people. So anyway, I flip it on them, man. Do not listen to that crap. People if you are watching and if you have caught yourself saying that, please stop it. It is the Democratic Party's job. It was their job to give you a candidate you could be excited about. The Republican Party didn't do it either. That's why Trump got elected. I don't even really consider Trump a true Republican. That dude ain't a Republican. The Republican Party did not supply a candidate to excite conservative people, or there wouldn't be a Donald Trump. You understand? Both parties failed. But what I don't hear a lot of, I don't hear people calling that straight because there's money to be made on the Republican side of the game. There's money in it for them. Donald Trump is a very unique person. Very unique. What I'm telling you is both parties let us down. Both parties are garbage. That's why I thought I honestly, truly, sincerely thought that Jill Stein or Gary Johnson, if they could just get to that 5%, we could break the stranglehold on this crap. And that's why I fought for it so hard. That's why I fought tirelessly, because that's what I believed. But make no mistake about it, guys. Whatever we deal with going forward, just know. None of these parties got the solution. I said none of these parties had a solution. They're why we're in this mess. They are why we are in this mess. They both bow to corporate interest. If the people want something and the donors want something different, they go with the donors. They go with the corporations. Both parties do that. It's not just Democrats. We got corporate Democrats. Yeah, you know what the word for corporate Democrat and Republican world, the that correlation, what that is for Republicans? Just Republicans. It's the same thing. They just do it with no guilt. They just take corporate money with no guilt. There isn't even a thing on the Republican side that's like get money out of politics. Like, what? What are you talking? What? This is not even a thing. They don't even feign. They don't even pretend not to take a bunch of corporate money. That's what they do. So when I hear these people making it as if, oh, well, I'm walking away. I'm like, where you walking to, dog? Are you just going to walk away and just stay away? Just be over here like, I'm away. I'm away. Okay, fine. Because if you mean going over to the Republican Party that is just as corrupt, if not more corrupt than the Democratic Party, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't get what you. I don't get it. I just told you they take as much corporate money, if not more, than the Democratic Party. They're bought and paid for too. What's the? I mean, I'm not saying stay with the Democrats, but why don't I ever hear you say we're gonna start something new? We're gonna build something new. We're gonna add to what's already being formed in the third parties. There are other parties that are trying to form. Why don't I hear these people talk about supporting those type of movements? So it's never about trying to keep you a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Why would I want you to stay something? I'm not even a Democrat. All right, so anyway, back to Kavanaugh, guys. Like I said, Donald Trump ran on appointing a Supreme Court justice who would be willing to overturn Roe v. Wade. I hope that Donald Trump will do what he has done in the past, which is not keep his promise, which is talk out his ass and not do it. Obama talked out of his ass and didn't do things he said he would do. It's not just Donald Trump, okay? Okay? I thought we already know that, right? We do know that. But you know, every time I do a live stream or a video, I always have to remember it's people who've never seen me before. So if I don't say it now, then they won't know, and they'll just say, "Oh, that guy thinks it's just no." No, I don't, man. All these presidents, all these presidents have made promises they didn't keep. Okay? That's what it is. Sometimes you make promises you don't keep because you are unable to keep them. All right? Sometimes you make promises you can't keep, and then you find that you are unable to keep them. I hope that this is one of those times, because I believe that women should have the right to choose. That's just how I feel. All right? All right. Let's go to some, let's see what the crew's talking about, man. So now we on this, man. Steve Wolfenbrand said when he was 20, his girlfriend got pregnant, and they didn't keep the baby. They said they couldn't afford it. And was that the right thing to do? You know what, Steve, man? I want to give you a clap. I want to give you a clap, not for what you did or didn't do, right? But for being so open and sharing with the Wolfpack community what your story was, or what your story is. You know what I mean? I want to thank you for that. Brother, you know no one can answer that question for you. So we as human beings, we make the best decisions given the situation that we're in, based on the information that we have, that we can. And that's all we can really do. I don't judge you for your choices. Extremely tough choices that you may have to make. So that's just me. That's just where I come from. You know, that's just how I operate. You know what I mean? That's how I look at the world. Uli says she knows several women who had abortions, and they're fine. Yeah, you know. I just think that you're not going to be able to stop it. What you're going to do, if you overturn... So let's talk about the possibility of Roe versus Wade being overturned and what that would look like in the real world. See, in this world of Christian fundamentalism, in this world of extreme conservatism, they just think it means people just won't have abortions anymore. See, that's what they think it means. That's not what it means. I'm sure there will be some people who won't have abortions anymore because you take away their disability, but there will be people who will go to extreme measures to do the thing anyway. That's the part they're not even considering. That there are some people who, for whatever reason, will go to extreme measures to do their own or get it done. It will go onto the black market, just like everything else. Just like everything else. You will have created another market, another black market for yet another thing that you could just leave it the hell alone and let it be legal. That's all you will have done. That's it. People will die. People will die. That's it. More people will die. That's what will happen. More people will die so that you can feel like everyone's a Christian along with you. That's what will happen. So you can feel good about yourself, about somebody else's life, though you'll support a country that bombs the shit out of third world countries, kills their babies while they sleep. You can care less about that. You'll get behind that and support that and won't say shit. That's what you'll do. But what you won't, where you will intervene is someone across the street who wants to make a private decision. You want to intervene in that, but you won't stop the wars. You won't stand with us who are anti-war and join our voices to end war so that we actually stop killing babies that just don't happen to be American babies. See what I'm saying? Give it up for that. That's hypocritical to me. That's the biggest hypocrite. That's some horrible hypocritical stuff, man. Horribly hypocritical. Horribly hypocritical. You feel me? So, and look, guys, the messages are going so fast, guys. I can't get to them. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie Chateau says, here goes 333 for being grumpy in your DMs, Tim. Steph. Look, man. Stephanie, look, man. It's hot down here. Look, try not to run the AC. It gets too loud. Stephanie Chateau, look, anybody can have a falling out. Things happen. You know what I mean? We just try not to, take it too far because we don't want to hurt each other's feelings. You know what I mean? But there's misunderstandings. I admit I'm not always, sometimes I don't communicate to the extent I need to. You know what I mean? If there's a miscommunication, you don't blame the person who didn't understand it. You blame yourself as well for not communicating, because you should say, hey, do you get what I mean? And then you go, because this is the way I used to have to do it in the corporate world. In the corporate world, I have to be like, hey, so we got to do X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. And you go, okay, yeah, okay, cool. And I say, okay, so make sure we're clear. What we going to do now? And you'll be like, oh, X, Y, X, Y, Z. Oh, but I meant a P too. Oh, a P? Okay, cool. Good thing we cleared that up, because things would have went wrong if you didn't clear that up. So we tend not to do that when we're not on the clock. We just assume we know what each other mean. So, nothing. So anyway, guys, I'm definitely not the one to get into a philosophical conversation telling other people how to make decisions in their life, particularly those of bringing forth children or not bringing forth children. I don't feel like I'm qualified to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody's qualified to do it, unless that person is your reverend or your bishop or your priest or something, and you chose that person to be in that position. I'll just say I think that where we are today in today's society, we have to let women choose. I think it's the right thing to do. And that's how I feel about it. Now, there were a couple things that happened that I'm still kind of dumb. I'm kind of dumbfounded about. It's like I saw a video and it really disturbed me because I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people, man. I know every week is something stupid, right? But please, somebody tell me why you need to hit a 92-year-old man with a brick in his face, kick him and break his ribs. I'm really trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to understand why you would need to do that. Why would you? He doesn't speak English. So I saw somebody, when I tweeted about it, like, this is unacceptable. I don't care why you did it. This shit is unacceptable. And someone said, maybe he said the N-word. Because the woman that a passerby took a picture of this woman with the brick in her hand. And he said, so maybe he called her the N-word. That's not enough, man. Nah, it's not enough. You can't, even if he did, okay? Even if he did call her the N-word, which we have no evidence of. You don't try to kill a 92-year-old man because he said something wrong to you. Okay? You don't try to kill a 92-year-old man because you're having a bad day or because he said something or he cut you off or he stepped on your shoe or whatever. What is wrong with us? And I love you for following me. That's cool. But if you're going to defend indefensible shit with, well, she got upset. So basically what you're saying is, well, she got upset. That makes it okay. Nah, man, it doesn't. It doesn't. I get upset. That don't give me the right to beat a 92-year-old man within an inch of his life. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Find her ass. Bring her to court. Bring her to court. The only thing I would understand, the only thing that would make me feel like, okay, I get it, is if the 92-year-old man tried to take her child. All right? That's it. If he tried to grab her child and run with the child, tried to kidnap her child, abduct her child, then I'll be like, you know what? Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to kick a 92-year-old man's ass. But that would be like it. Unless he try to kill you first. Like, you get what I'm saying, guys? I mean, I know you get it, right? So that bothered me, guys. That bothered me. Because, I talk about police brutality. I talk about Permit Patty and Barbecue Becky and Pool Pass Pete. And Adam got fired, by the way. Pool Pass Pete. Adam, he got fired. They fired his ass. So, So I talk about those things. So when it's a story like this and I don't cover it, it's like people are like, all right, Tim Black, you're full of shit. You didn't cover that story over there. You didn't get to that one. You already didn't cover that one. Why you didn't cover that one? So you got an agenda. You didn't cover that one. Yeah, I do have an agenda. It's the truth. There are things I don't cover. There are things I do cover. I can't cover everything. But this just was atrocious. This was horrible. So I'm covering it now. I tweeted about it and I covered it because it was evil as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's evil. All right? Evil. Evil, evil, evil. Hey, look. Mitch McConnell was accosted. I said Mitch McConnell was accosted at a restaurant. He was with a couple people. You seen the video. I'm going to have to do a video about this tomorrow. Listen, guys. I kind of... See, you may not like this. I'm somewhat a public figure, right? Right? I'm somewhat a public figure. So there have been times I've been out and people have noticed who I was. They said, Tim Black. My man, what's up, Tim Black? Now, that felt good. Hey, that feels great. Man, thank you, brother. Oh, man. Oh, go ahead, man. What's up? Oh, for real, sister? Oh, thank you. What's up? Thank you. Sure, we could take a picture. You know? I took the recognition with a smile. It felt good. You know, a little bit noticeable. I'm a little bit noticeable, okay? I'm not like, it's not at a level where I can't go places. A lot of people, I'll be somewhere like, let me get sure my stuff is clean. Somebody might know me in here. I go in there, nobody know me. I'm just walking. Just nobody. Like, man, I didn't put on a shirt without a hole in it. Got the crust out my eye, run into the damn corner, whatever thing, thinking somebody might see me. Ain't nobody know who I was. So what I'm saying is, I deal with that. Now, if I put out stuff that piss people off, like, you know what I mean? Which sometimes I know I do. But if I put out stuff that pisses people off, some people might not be so nice. They might be like, hey, you Tim Black, huh? Yeah, you Tim Black, man. Oh, okay. Sellout. Just want you to know you're a sellout. Okay? But see, the thing is, I have no power. I don't like pass laws. I just got to, show. You really don't like it, the best way to protest not liking my show is to go, click. I said, click. That's it. That's the best way to say, screw you, Tim Black, is not to harass me in the streets. It would just be to turn me off because you don't have to watch. It's not a mandate. Here's my point. This is what I'm getting to, guys. I am not totally against people letting someone know in public that you don't like what they've been doing or how they do their job or whatever, particularly if they are a public servant, and a public figure. If you're a public servant and a public figure, and I don't like you, I don't like how you've done your job, I don't think you get to go, oh my God, clutch the pearls. People are saying that I suck. If those people feel you suck, and you are a public figure, I think they got a right to say it. I wish they wouldn't, scare you. I don't think it should get physically violent. I've been watching some clips from The View, and these people are acting like these people are made of porcelain. Like they would break and just break into a million pieces because, people said, shame. I think that is corny as hell. Shame. I just do. But this ain't Lord of the Rings. What's that other thing? What's that show you guys watch? The show with the winter is coming. That thing. It'll come to me. I'm not a big fan of it. My wife loves it, though. My wife loves that show. All right, so here's the thing, guys. I just wish people would not... I don't want people so intimidated that they can't go to the store. But on the other hand, if you're a public figure and you are a lawmaker or person that decides things for people, you're not just a person in the public eye, you're a person who has power. And if your power is being wielded in a way that hurts people, and those people want to voice how they feel, that's their right. That's their right. And now I know there's going to be people who don't agree with that. They're going to be like, Tim, well, they're just doing their job and you don't have a right. And how would you like it if it was you? You know what? If that's what you sign up for. I'm not saying somebody has the right to threaten you. In fact, and when I do this video on Mitch McConnell, the guy who says, I know where you live, that's not good for you to say that, bruh. That could be considered a terroristic threat. And for you to be with your homeboys and be like, And I say homeboys, I just mean his boy, these other people. There was women there too. So for you to be with your little crew of protesters and for you to be like, we did good. Nah, you didn't do good, man, because you basically threatened his life. Like he could say you threatened his life because you said, we know where you live, Mitch. We know where you live. Now he could take it a certain way, and I think he could take that a certain way. I think Mitch probably has a gun. He's in Kentucky. I think he sits by his, I'm pretty sure he's loaded to bear, waiting on you to bring your ass to his house. I'm just saying. So, see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about that whole thing. I want to do a video on it. I am going to do a video on it. I've been changing so many things, guys. If you watch my new YouTube content, you'll see it's a lot different than it used to be. And I'm going to keep going that direction. That's what I'm going to do. I'm breaking the rules as to media, as to commentary. I think everyone just copies everyone. Everyone just does. And I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I think there's room for individuality. And a lot of us agree on principle, but what separates us is our delivery, the way we do it, the way we get to our points, and our reasoning behind it and the information we provide. So I think, though we are very similar in how we think, or how we feel, based on ideology, I think that the difference between us has to be stark. I want it to be starkly different from other people, because I can be, and this is what I do, and I love it. So anyway, guys. Back to Mitch McConnell. Buck up, homie. That's right. Buck up, buddy. Because you and everybody in Congress, man, all of them are paid by us. All of you. Now, if you didn't want to be in the service business, if you didn't want to be a public figure, you shouldn't have been a politician. So what happens? So people stop comparing these people to you in your regular life with a regular job or something. This is not regular, man. You don't decide if somebody's going to have health care. You don't decide if somebody's going to have precondition, have some type of crap in their insurance policy where preconditions aren't covered. You're not on the line for that. You one person, one vote. Congress people have a lot more authority, a lot more power than you. So don't equate them to how you would want somebody to treat you. If somebody is in your business, like, why didn't you get the paper instead of the plastic? And they start like, shame, shame. Well, that person's crazy, because that's none of their damn business. But if I say, why did you vote for fracking? Shame, shame. Well, that's different, right? And I mean Mitch McConnell. I mean a lawmaker, not a regular person. All right. Not a regular citizen, not a private citizen, I should say. Not a private citizen. Okay, so now let's get to Maxine Waters before I get to TYT. Maxine Waters, guys. Maxine Waters. This is California assistant deputy or deputy something, right? I forget who he was, right? This guy, Smell-Me or Slemley, I don't know this guy's name. I put out a tweet about it. I thought it was going to do pretty well. It didn't do too well, but I stand behind it. This guy said that Maxine Waters should be shot. She should be shot by now. And that Michelle Obama had male anatomy. And I said thank you for saying that, because now I can stop hearing Republicans talk about civility. I appreciate you. Because, see, I remember the Tea Party. I remember all of the weird, racially inspired, hateful rhetoric that came out of the mouths of the Tea Party, that all of a sudden, they act like never happened. They're like, the Democrats are so mean. The Democrats say mean things. They forget. It wasn't that long ago, guys. The Tea Party was buck wild. Tea Party was off the hook. They were turned all the way up. And now these people act like, oh no, it's just the Democrats won't they just be civil? Won't they just be civil? I'm like, okay, like, you know, it's always all of them are capable. All parties are capable of being assholes. Come on. So this guy, like, you know, to wish somebody was shot, that's horrible, man. You wish somebody was shot. The guy still has a job, and it's not new. He's been doing this for a couple years. They're like, well, yeah, we've been investigating him for the last year. We're well aware of what he does. Like, really, dog? Really? You got to investigate somebody for a year? Who's doing the investigation? Helen Keller? Who's looking into it? Stevie Wonder? Who is looking? And I'm just saying, like, who's looking into it? Doesn't make sense what you're telling me, man. How long do you need to look at something? Okay, here go. We got a new example for you. Here you go. Here you go, Sparky. Why don't you check that out and see if that meets the threshold of unbecoming to a civil servant who is hired by the people, who works on the government bosom, that, you know, that uses our money to feed his family. Like, when? All right. Okay, last but not least, I have an amazing video coming up. Amazing video, guys. And in that video, I admit something in the video. It's a good video. It's about TYT. It's about Cenk Uygur, because over the weekend, Donald Trump tweeted something, a video out that included TYT in it, and Cenk Uygur responded. And I responded to Cenk Uygur's response. And then I made a video. So that video will be up very soon. I think it's a good video. In fact, I know it's a good video. I think you're going to be surprised in that video. And I hope that you watch it. And it will be up tonight after this show. In fact, part of the reason why I didn't start till 9:30 is it was running on my PC. In fact, I paused it to do the show. So anyway, because TYT, we need to have a talk. That's right. We need to have a sit-down conversation, and hopefully, hopefully Cenk will see this video, and he'll be like, okay, okay. It'd be one of those type of situations. I want to let everybody know I apologize for last Friday, as in I don't think I let everyone know that I was not going to have a Freedom Friday because I was going to perform comedy. Okay? I was going to perform comedy. So I did go perform comedy, but I want to apologize to anybody who didn't know. I know I announced it on Thursday, but I probably should have updated everyone. Patreon, put it on my YouTube live stream board, tweeted it. It's just that I thought I would be back in time, and then I wasn't back in time, and then I really had no way of kind of doing it without just typing it on my phone, and I felt like, damn, that's not too cool. But I want you to know, like, you know, what I want to do is open phone lines tomorrow. So I want to open phone lines tomorrow. All right? Open phone lines tomorrow, let people call in. So if you were looking forward to calling in on last Friday's show, you can call in tomorrow, and then we're going to open phone lines again on Friday. And that's something I want to go to. Maybe we'll do a Tuesday, Friday call in, because we could do that, right? We could have more days where people call into the show. I remember Curtis was saying to him, like, you know, your call in is kind of like the big thing that like really drew a lot of people to the show. I'm like, well, you know, the way the phone line works is when I don't use it, I still got to pay for it. So if I only use it on Fridays, I still pay for it like a person who uses it every day. So there is no reason why. It's not like it's a cost issue. It's just like I don't know. I just think we'll just open phone lines more. How about that? I mean, don't get me wrong. It costs money to pay for the phone line, for the phone calls. But whether I use it 10 days a week, 10 days a month, or 30, it's the same price. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? For anybody who wants to know, the comedy show went pretty well. Actually, I won't say it went excellent because I learned so much. I didn't get booed. I didn't get heckled. Some people laughed. Some people kind of laughed. It was not like a audience that I'm used to, but that's why I wanted to do it. And I learned some things. So I feel so fortunate having took advantage of an opportunity out there to just go do an open mic thing and just see what happens. And of course I prepared material. In fact, I think I over-prepared my material. I don't even know if that makes sense. Maybe if you're in comedy, you might know what I mean, where you kind of got all this stuff in your head you want to, get out there. And I don't think that's what I learned a lot. Let's just say I learned a lot. It was a great experience. So I want to thank anybody and everybody who showed up at the spot. I thank you so much. It was great seeing you. Thank you for showing up at Martini's in White Plains, Maryland, to see your brother Tim Black do his thing. I appreciate you for coming out. You're the best. But yeah, it's like a mixed crowd with Trump supporters and Hillary supporters and some progressives and some people who don't give a damn about politics, like talking to them and you're talking political jokes. Yeah, just imagine that. Just imagine. It's like, okay. So I had to mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Mix it up. Like, okay, my set's really mostly political. And the first thing, one of the comedians, I was talking to him before the show, he's like, so what kind of comedy do you do? I said, mostly political. He said, oh man, never do politics, never do religion, and no rape jokes. I was like, oh man. But do what you want to do, though. Do what you want to do. I'm like, dang, dude, you just told me not to do it. But do what you want to do. Do you, man. Do you. Yeah. You gonna make a right turn? Nah, man, never make right turns. Only make left turns. Left turns only. But, do what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, YouTube people. Thank you for being here. Lois, thank you for being here. Jack, Zieg, D, the Russian bot, DM. Kyle Root says he's going to go get his law degree. What's up, man? Do it, Kyle. More power to you, Kyle. Get your law degree, my brother. James Madalore, Rosemary Milburn. This thing still going? Jennifer Vickers in the house. Sherry Chris in the house. Nate Witt in the house. Larry Dickerson in the house. Carla Laverne. Meek Millie. What's up, Meek Millie? Is that the real Meek Millie? Man, this ain't no Meek Mill, man. This ain't Meek Mill. Philly stand up. Philly stand up. All the time stand up. That's it, guys. Tomorrow we open phone lines up to make up for last week. And then we got more shows coming up this week. We have a great time. So hit me up. Send me story ideas at timandtimblacktv.com. Don't forget to go to justinform.com. Become a member of a social media site that does not track your data. Doesn't track your data. And don't forget to go to my YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications when new videos come out. Even if you are subscribed, please take the time to go hit the bell. Hit the bell on YouTube. Look, subscribe to me on YouTube. Subscribe. Just go up and say, okay, let me go ahead and support this brother. Let me subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate it. I really do. That's all I got, guys. Have a great evening. I'll do a video on Kavanaugh, the new Supreme Court Justice nominee. Let's see what happens here. I wanna dig into it further. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Like I always say, don't let nobody take your cornbread, and don't forget, sprinkle some facts on them and get out of there. I'm Tim Black. I'll see you on the next one. Boom.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com.